Hey, this is just a reminder. Get your bookkeeping together. Let's stay organized this year with the bookkeeping. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay on top of the bookkeeping. Listen, I ain't touched my bookkeeping in almost 2 weeks. But I ain't really worried about it because I have a system. You see, I'll show it to you if you haven't been following me. I have a monthly bookkeeping, and then I have my weekly bookkeeping. But what it really breaks down to is my monthly is my personal bills, and my weekly is my business bills. They just have different systems in the inside, and you can go to my playlist for bookkeeping to see how the system I use with the books. But this is my personal bills, this is my business bills. Now, I put all my petty spending on my credit card. I only use my regular bank card for intentional purchases. My credit card is for spontaneous purposes or just little random stuff. So that helps me to stay organized, because when I go to do my bookkeeping for my personal, I don't have all these little corner store coffee, random amounts taken out of my regular bank account, because it's all on the credit card. So I'm just writing the credit card down all as one entity instead of having all these different things I gotta write down for me spending on. So that's the reason why I'm not too worried about me being two weeks backed up on bookkeeping. But I'm about to get to the bookkeeping because the books have to be kept. It's almost the end of the month. It's February. Yeah, we at the end of the month. Got to stay on it. Got to stay on it later. You know what? I got one more thing I want to add in here. This past week, I paid off one of my old credit cards. Anybody that's following me know I had my business go bust in the past, and I'm basically restructuring, rebuilding, and starting from the ground up. Not too worried. This isn't my first time taking a loss in life, and it won't be my last time getting back to the top. But I wanted to highlight that I paid off one of my credit cards, and why I'm happy about it is because the spirit that I paid off that credit card. In the past, when I used to have to pay debts, I used to feel some kind of way about it. I used to feel some kind of way when I had to pay debts that I just didn't feel like, even when you buy stuff and you need to buy it, that feeling of not wanting to spend money, that feeling of seeing the money leave, you know what I mean? It gives off a negative energy within yourself. And I didn't get that feeling this time. Not this time. I felt encouraged. I felt emboldened. I felt proud of myself. You know what I mean? I ain't pay this off because I got no lick. You know what I mean? I got my income taxes to a point where I'm basically don't get nothing back. If anything, I'll end up having to give money. But I paid it off, and the joy I felt knowing, this one thing is out of my way. Now it's time to get the other one out of my way. Man, you know how you hear pastors and teachers say, give with joy? You really do have to give with joy, because when you do, that feeling, it carries over to other things. And I really realize that now. That feeling carries over to other things. And I'm so happy that I conquered that within myself. That selfish spirit, that feeling of taking a loss, even when it's something that's benefiting me. And, I never had it too bad, you know what I mean? But it was there. It was there. Even that little bit, it was there. And I'm just happy I conquered it. And I'm sharing this with you guys so you guys could learn to change that feeling later. So I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for a tank. They're almost done with it. And then I'm shooting to Ohio. But I wanted to talk about an experience I had this past week when I was home, and something I was talking to my kids about. So I went to this karaoke lounge. It was called Waltz Inn. It was a cool spot. It was a nice spot. They had a nice setup. The only issue I had was the DJ. So you had to buy 2 beverages to be in the karaoke line. So I paid for 2 beverages. I was in the karaoke line. Now that place, it was kind of full, but it wasn't that full when I was there. It got packed as I was in there. Now I waited. I put in like 3 or 4 songs. I waited like almost an hour. And I was like, Mom, my song ain't come up. I'm seeing new people that came into the spot going up to sing. So I went up to the DJ like, hey, what's going on? Why my songs ain't come up yet? So she say, oh, I put some people ahead just to mix everything up. But I'm sitting there now. I'm the only black guy in there other than the security guard. So at first I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Then, naturally your mind start to be like, is it because I'm black? Because I picked some black songs, but I thought I picked some moderate songs. I mean, I knew where I was at, so I was going with the Bob Marley, the Kid Cudi, the Plain White Tees. I was going down that lane. So, long story short, I only did 1 song because I had already waited like an hour to sing, and then I left. But I'll never know if she did that because of something within herself, or if it was because I was the only black guy in there, or what. But what I was explaining to my children is it really doesn't matter. You don't always have to know why somebody did something in a certain way when it has offended you or affected you in some kind of way. And that's the point I'm trying to bring home. Whenever things happen to you in life that make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel confused, make you feel anything other than normal, you don't always have to know why. You don't always have to know the why. All you have to know is this is how it made me feel, or this is how it ended up affecting me. And that's all you need to know with any situation, with anybody. You don't need to know the why all the time. And trying to figure out the why will drive you crazy, trying to figure out the why with some of these people. And I'm going to keep it short right there. Later. All right, so the tank is freshly washed and ready to go. I'm about to connect this baby up and get out of here. Almost forgot to turn my hazard flashes on. Gotta turn those hazard flashes on so you can make sure the hazard flashes are working. Get this plugged up. Gotta put the blue with the blue. Put the red with the red. Alright. Come through here. Check everything, make sure there ain't no dents. Make sure there ain't nothing wrong with all this stuff. Everything look good. Everything look good over there. Yeah, so you always want to check the tire treads. You want to make sure these treads is good. These is nice and healthy. So make sure these hazard flashes working. I gotta check to make sure these match the paperwork, because if these seal numbers don't match the paperwork, they won't take the load. Somebody damaged this. I gotta make sure that's been reported. The light's still working, so we good. I just gotta make sure I put this on the report so they don't think I did it. Because never trust the guy before you. Whoever had the tank before you, never trust. Never trust whoever had the well before you. Because they might have did this and didn't even report it. So I'm going to report it to make sure that they know that this is like this. Again, Flotrans, they paying what? 58 cents per mile up here in the East Coast. If you want to get with them, it's 888-411-8555. Alright, everything look good over here. Make sure you tell them Dad's Pillar sent you. This thread look a little off right here. It's not too bad though. But it's gonna have to get replaced soon. Yeah. So I gotta check those serial numbers and this thing is, oh, this must be a new bar. Righty tighty. Lefty loosey. There we go. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Yeah, you know, feels good being back out on the road. Feels great. Had a wonderful time hanging with my children. Now it's time to get back to that money. That's good enough. Make sure everything good under here. And we good to go. Again, Flotrans. You're paying 58 cents per mile up here on the northeast coast. If you get with them, tell them Dad's Pillar sent you. Later. Hey, here's your daily reminder to go give it to God. Don't sit back thinking about it to yourself. Don't go talking to all your friends and family members about it. You done talk their heads off till they can't take no more. Go give it to God. He'll take all of it plus some more. You got people you worried about? Pray for them. You got things that's worrying you? Talk to God about it. He's always willing to listen. And in the end of the day, He's the one who's going to do something about it outside of your own personal will. All right. All right, so I'm at my pickup, right? And I gotta back up right there under that ladder up there. So I'm gonna get this done. I'm already positioned. Start cutting. I don't want to hit this thing in front of me. There's a bunch of stuff on the side of me too. I might have to rearrange. I was parked right here because there was another guy being pumped before me, and I don't think I'm gonna make that angle. Let me see. Oh, I think I'll be okay. Let's see. I think I might be all right. You know, these tanks, they cut sharper than box trucks do for some reason. The 53 foots. But yeah, I cut it too sharp. I'm too sharp. I gotta straighten up a little bit. Like I said, these tanks, they cut way sharper. So when you coming from off of the regular box trucks, it take a little bit getting used to. Now there's some pipes up here. I wanna make sure I don't hit. Make sure I don't hit those pipes. Yeah, that's clear. I'll cut it a little bit more. Straighten it up. Always take your time, guys. See, now I'm too far over. Let's see. pull up. Sometimes you just gotta just start fresh. That way you can really get up in there. I'm usually able just to eyeball it, especially when I'm in a box truck. But for some reason, these tanks, I'm still not used to the cut. See how it's cutting hard? It's cutting hard. See, it's gonna hit the pole. Straighten it up just a little bit. I should be able to straighten. All right, cut it over that way again. Nope. I'm too straighten up these pipes wasn't in my way, it wouldn't be so bad. Try to push up just a little bit. I'm gonna have to rearrange. Alright, so I'm just inching over. What I'm gonna do is try and make room for those pipes in front of me. Try not to run them over. And I don't know if there's any nails in that wood over there. I don't want to get a flat tire. There we go. There we go. I just gotta cut it. You know, little nudges. Little nudges go a long way. Especially with these tankers. Little nudges will make this thing cut hard. There we go. There we go. Now I already know I'm gonna bend a little bit, so I'm gonna straighten up. Straighten up now, just to get it all lined up proper. And I'm just looking in my mirror, just making sure I'm trying to make sure that ladder, that casing around the ladder, the standing area, I'm trying to make sure he can properly put that down on the top so he can walk on top of the tank properly. So I'm trying to get, I think he should be good where I'm at. I'm pretty centered. Sometimes they need you to get closer to the left at some stations, but I think this is good. Okay, so I'm just checking. See, he gotta lower that down. I think he should be okay though. I kind of look like I'm a little too far to the right. He'll tell me, but this thing comes down, so I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right. So they got this down here, so I know where to stop. And then he's gonna come get the paperwork, make sure the seal numbers are correct and all that. Take this cap off, and then they're gonna take this thing off and hook it up, and we'll be good to go. And they don't take too long at this spot, so probably take them about an hour or so pumping. I don't plan on doing too much driving today. It's almost 4. I might even be here for the night, because once the sun go down, I don't drive, because I don't like trying to find parking. And I'm an early bird, you know. I get up, you know, 4, 5 a.m., sometimes 2 in the morning. And, you know, I'd rather start early so I can stop early than to have to try to fight for parking space. So, yeah, I might be here for tonight. It's Ramadan. I ain't hungry, but I feel like snacking. I feel like snacking, I do. But I'm gonna hold it off. The sun is almost down. The sun is almost down. And I I can get me a little bite to eat, which I already ate a meal this morning. I had some of that jerk chicken, cabbage, and rice. So I'm really just gonna eat some snacks and some peanuts tonight, an apple, peanuts, stuff like that. And I'll eat my jerk chicken in the morning. But again, FloTrans, they 55 cents per mile. I believe 58 cents if you up in the northeast side. Their phone number, 411-8555. That's 888-411-8555. If you're interested, give them a call. Tell them Dez Pillar sent you. I'm gonna go wait for him to bring up these paperwork. Well, come get this paperwork, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something. It's the Horn, and I'm here with Winter Jams Part 2. This one is going to be called Of Prophets, Outcasts, and Clergy. So we're going to get straight to business with that J. Cole mixtape and album. The mixtape was called Birthday Blizzard, and the album was called The Fall Off. It was a double disc. Listen, it was all wonderful for me. I'm going to say that off top. You got to get this in your collection. These songs have to be in your mixtape. They just have to. But this is the analogy I would like to use for these works of art that he put together for us. For me, it was basically a comment. Like, imagine a big burning comet in space coming to Earth. That's how these two pieces of art felt for me. It started off powerful with the mixtape was just insane. The first disc of the album was crazy. He got songs on there I'm gonna listen to forever. But that third installment, that second disc to the album, for me, it felt like the tail of the comet. It's like, imagine a comet coming to Earth, and it has all this intensity to it, but it fizzles out before it actually hits the ground. That's how this felt for me. But it's completely worth listening to. He has songs on here that are gonna live forever. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Next, we got Gene Dawson with Rockabye Baby, Glamour of God. Now, I first heard of this young man when he dropped Chaos Now, and I was hooked on this dude, man. It's something about black guys that get into hip hop and rock, and they're able to blend all those different sounds that just grabs me. And this album, Glamour of God, oh my goodness, it's a classic. It's a classic, guys. I mean, you can tell that he's a student of the art. You can hear Prince in there. You can hear Michael Jackson. It's lots of blues, rock. Man, he takes you places, man. He takes you places. He has strong lyrics on there. You gotta listen to it, man. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Go check it out. Next, we got Labrinth with Cosmic Opera Act 1. Now, I first heard him with the Euphoria Season 2. He did that whole score. And this album is a lot of the same. It's wonderful music, man. The way how he blends that Catholic sound with R&B and hip-hop, man, don't nobody do it like him, man. And I'm glad that this is only Act 1, because that means we're going to get more. I can't wait. All right, so we all done. I'm about to climb up here, seal this thing up. About to get up here and get to it. Boom. Gotta take this off. Shut that. Take these. Spin it. Gotta get it really tight. Oh, that one don't have. So you can put this through there. Put that through there. Boom.
Come over here. Oh. Oh. This one. Every place different. Some places want you to do this part yourself. Some of them will do it for you. Some places want you to hook everything up. So you just never know, but if you ever doing the top, just try to get them as tight as possible. You know, even give them a little kick just to make sure that they tight as possible. Because if this stuff leak out, the people that you delivering to can turn it down. So that's pretty good. All right, brother.
All right, man. Be safe, man.
You too, man. So it's nighttime. I'm staying the night here, so I can start fresh. I just gotta check the other serial number and make sure that it matched what was on the paperwork, and it does, and I'm done. I'm gonna park, call it a night, get some studies, do some chants or something.
So, I drive around a lot of cities, and something I'm noticing is that 7-Eleven is being beat out by Royal Farms within inner cities, and I'm actually blown away that you know, because you see 7-Eleven has been there for years, but Royal Farms is really pushing them out of the inner cities, and it's because Royal Farms has that homemade chicken that people can buy and take home for dinner. 7-Eleven don't have that. So 7-Eleven has a strong foundation on the highways, on the outskirts. You see a lot of 7-Elevens. So I don't think 7-Eleven is going to change any of that. But I wonder if 7-Eleven is going to change their food products for the inner city. I wonder if they're going to open themselves up to serving a better quality of food. You know, maybe start a new business model that allows them to at least keep up and compete with Royal Farms. Or I wonder if they're just going to stick to their original strategy and just accept their losses and stick to the highways and the outskirts and you know, the exits and entrances off the highway. I wonder, it's so interesting to me. I'm wondering how all that's going to play out. So yeah, Royal Farms. One thing I will say, what I don't like about Royal Farms beating out 7-Eleven, personally, as someone who has been in the wholesale world, is that 7-Eleven allows their owners to have certain products that are not within the 7-Eleven system. So like a store might be able to take on like maybe 3 or 5 different regular wholesalers like me and put our products in the store, where Royal Farms, everything is corporate. Everything has to go through Royal Farms. They don't allow the owners to buy from outside wholesalers. So that's the only thing I think sucks about it, is I think 7-Eleven is a lot more open to small business and allowing the little man to get in, whereas though Royal Farms is, everything is already cut and made with them. You have to stick to their system. There is no swaying away from it, and either they're going to give you a shot at being in their stores or they're not. Before I call it a night, I want to say, I've been sitting here thinking about why we got to keep talking about it's Black History Month, and I feel like these Epstein files and then that guy yelling out the N-word at the awards from his disability. I just feel like they just been trying to take the month away. I not that we need this 1 month to talk about Black history, but it's here, and I just feel like they were trying to take it away from us by making us continuously talk about them. But I had to really take a minute to myself and say, you want to know what? Black Americans have been holding the line and speaking up for injustice. That's just who we are. So, it's only fitting that we are doing it even on Black History Month. And I want to thank all you men and women out there that are holding the line and speaking up for all of the injustice and all of the stuff that's happening out here that other people don't want to talk about. I'm going to keep sharing everybody I can who's speaking on certain subjects that have the time to speak on them better than I would or could, or have the time to actually analyze and break down. So I appreciate you guys, and keep doing the great work. You are seen, which I'm sure you know. You don't need me to say that, but it's appreciated. Happy Black History Month. Well, I just finished working out because it's cold outside. I've been trying to work out in the truck. I'm a bit truck lazy when it comes to truck workouts, but I really don't want this gut. I don't want this gut. So I wanted to talk about Ramadan. I have to admit, I do not snap right into the fasting and the eating when it comes to Ramadan. I usually just kind of slowly ease my way into it. So this is like the second day that I'm really keeping up with the eating schedule the proper way. And I already ate a meal last night, so I'm not eating another meal this morning. I'm about to eat me these 3 apples and these pistachios. That's going to be breakfast until it's time to break fast. Throw some cashews or something in there on top of that just to get my stomach nice and packed, since the sun doesn't go down till about 5-ish. But yeah, I am not that guy that just jump right into Ramadan and just be right on it. It's like by day 3, 4, I'm on track. But I'm happy that it's here because it's always a good reminder. I mean, outside of the prayers and everything with God, it's a good reminder to control your eating. And I think when you're a trucker, you need that reminder because it's tough out here. It's tough trying to stay in shape out here. And I could be doing a better job, really. And actually, Ramadan is making me see you could be doing a better job, man. So I'm gonna let this Ramadan transform me. I'm gonna let this moment with Ramadan and Lent just transform me in my processes to something else. And I gotta learn how to work out in the truck more so I don't have to sit in the cold, because I got sick last week and it just took my whole break away from me. But that's all I got to say. Later. All right, let's do these morning declarations. Why do we do it? To keep our minds cleansed, to turn scripture into flesh through us. That's why. And it helps to remind us of morality. If you speak it, You continuously speak it, and you take in what do those words mean from God to you, you know, and you start applying it to your heart. It changes you. So, Deuteronomy 17:14-20. Appoint yourself king. I will not mix my tribe with Egypt to boost my numbers. I will not have so many wives that it pulls me away from God. I will not hoard finances that are supposed to be spent on the tribe. I will write and memorize a scroll that holds me accountable to God and my tribe. Jeremiah 22, the king's oath. Since I sit on the throne of David, my people, my leaders, and I will administer justice and righteousness. We will rescue the victim from the oppressor. We will not exploit or brutalize the foreigner, the fatherless, or the widow. We will not shed innocent blood. Romans 13:11, the armor of light. Since my night is nearly over and daylight is near, I will discard my deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. I will walk in decency, not drunkenness, not sexual impurity, not being quarrelsome or jealous. I will be like the King of Kings, and I will separate myself from my flesh. Ephesians 6:14-17, the full armor of God. I will wear the belt of truth that keeps me from being a liar and deceiver. I will live in a true testimony of my life. I will wear the breastplate of righteousness, which keeps me blameless in the sight of God, angels, jinn, and man. I will wear the sandals of peace, which keeps a good word on my tongue for my brothers and sisters. I will hold the shield of faith, which protects me from the arrows of my enemies. I will wear the helmet of salvation, which grants me God's mercy and protection. I will wield the swords of the Spirit, which is the Bible, Quran, and Apocrypha, that protect me from non-believers and those that wish to twist the words of God for profit, power, and fame. In the name of Allah Jehovah Yahweh, I give all praise and worship. Amen. I mean, so be it. All right.
So I'm doing my morning pre-trip, because you never trust the whale, especially a full whale. You don't never trust a full whale. You got to check that thing. Last thing you want to do is be headed down the highway and have something fall loose on the truck while you got 40 and 50,000 pounds on you. No. Check that whale. Don't be lazy. Your life could depend on it. Make sure all the lights and stuff is good. Again, FloTrans, they pay 55 to 58 cents. If you're up on the East Coast, it's 58 cents. If you want to get with them, just call 888-411-8555. That's 888-411-8555. Tell them Dez Pillar sent you. Tell them Dez Pillar sent me. They do food grade. They get you home on time. You basically work your own schedule. If you the morning guy, you the morning guy. If you the night guy, you the night guy. Just don't be the evening guy, or you ain't gonna have nowhere to park. All right, I'm about to get to it. About to get it done.
You know what, guys? I've been really enjoying that Baby Keem album. It started off as a slow burn. You know, him and Kendrick, they the same family, and the way how they spit is kind of similar, but it's cool because they're family. So it's like they're both using the same sword. You know what I mean? It's actually pretty cool to see Kendrick and King out here, you know, conquering the world together. It's inspiring. I like that about them. But the album is tight, man. I mean, I love it. I just been bumping it, man. I mean, it's just so wholesome. It's so real, you know. It's so down to earth, and his beats are fire. The subject matters are real. You know, makes you think about your own life when you're listening to him rap. He did a wonderful job. I've been liking him. I've been bumping that IDK. El Camino been getting play from me. I still haven't listened to that new Currency yet. I might try to listen to that new Currency today. We'll see if I get around to it. That Jill Scott, oh my goodness. That Jill Scott is a classic. I'm gonna have to drop some money on that Jill. I'm gonna see if she's on that website even. And who else? My boy just dropped. What is his name? Mick Jenkins. Mick Jenkins just dropped a mixtape with another dude. I forgot the other dude's name, but I'm gonna go to Even and go buy that. Mick Jenkins can get my money before I even listen to it. That Mick Jenkins be on fire, boy. I'm gonna go ahead and cop that too. Get that a good listen to today. I know I'm gonna listen to that Mick Jenkins today, for sure. So that's my little music update. Just covering myself before I hit the road. And I'm getting out of here. Go through my prayers real quick. And I'm gone. Guys, it's been 2 hours and I'm scratching. And I'm doing this video to remind you to scratch, man. All you truckers out there, don't be driving for hours and hours and hours and not scratching. That's how you guys be getting sick. You be ending up with diabetes and all kinds of problems. Not letting that body flex. You know, the money good money, but it ain't worth getting sick over. So I'm scratching, man. I'm gonna take at least a good 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do another 2 hours. And then hopefully I can find somewhere to park where I can double up on my workout today. I got a nice little morning routine done. I'm hoping I can find somewhere nice and warm that I can do a second routine, unless the sun is out. But I'm driving to Ohio, so it's probably gonna be cold. So I'm not gonna do no outside workouts, but yeah, scratch, guys. Scratch. Don't just sit behind that wheel smoking cigarettes all day. Eating junk food all day. Let that body move around. Twist that body. Show that body you love that body. This is the only body you got.
I tell you what, it ain't nothing like these PA mountains or this PA air. You get that CDL and come out here on the road, you're gonna see some beautiful sights, man. That's one of the best things about being out here is it's beautiful out here in some of these places, man. Just some of these places, if you've been living in a concrete city your whole life and you ain't got nothing else going on, man, come get your CDL and go see America. You know, I wouldn't have never known that the Viking religion and the Viking people had such a predominance within the Midwest. If I ain't never come out here, it's so many different cultures that I wouldn't have even known about because they don't talk about this stuff on TV. You know, I can honestly say, I never really knew America until I came out here. I knew some aspects of America from being on the East Coast and having conversations with my elders and friends and families and, you know, my environment. But man, I'm telling you, man, a lot of stuff that's really out here, happening out here, you just, it's weird, man. It's almost, you know, sometimes they talk about us being in bubbles, and it's real, man. You know, when you're somebody like me, I used to just grow up thinking that different Abraham religions just be fighting all the time in America, and that it's different Abraham religions that own parts of America. You know, you hear about the Indians, but when you don't never move around, you don't never see where the Indians really live. You see TV shows about Vikings and stuff, and you know, even in the history books, they don't talk about the Vikings. And then when you come out here, you start seeing whole Viking banks. You start seeing whole areas owned by Vikings. It's just, if you ain't got nothing else going on, get your CDL and come out here and come see America, man. Come see America for yourself, guys. It's beautiful out here, I'm telling you. It'll change the way you think. It will open your mind. I'm telling you. You'll become somebody new out here if you allow it. Because you got some of these guys, they in these wells, and they ain't, you know, some of these guys will never change. But if you allow it, coming out here will change your life, man. It'll change your way of thinking. It'll change your way of seeing the world.
So, I got about 3 hours left in my drive. I only had 3 hours left to drive before I needed to take a break. So that means I drove about 5 hours already. So I'm going to take an hour walk. So, cause you have to work on your health while you're out here, or you're gonna lose your shape, and it's tough. It's like, I think when you've been in the truck, when you take this lifestyle on, if you don't force yourself to work out, you're gonna lose yourself. Like, they have to go hand in hand, or you're gonna lose yourself. And I'm not losing myself out here. It is an area I probably could go work out in there, but sometimes they don't like you working out in the food courts, and I'm not sure if they got like an actual area where I can just work out at. I doubt it. So I'm just gonna walk around the parking lot for an hour and, you know, keep it moving, keep my body in motion, and we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe I can find somewhere where I can get a third workout in. I aim for 3 workouts a day if I can. I aim for 3. If I can't, so be it. But if I can, I'm gonna hit 3. That way I can say I worked out morning, noon, at night. Yeah, I like that. That's what I want for myself.
You know what, guys? I totally could have worked out right here. I'm almost tempted to go get my yoga mat and work out right here. But I just feel like walking. I don't even feel like actually doing all that now. I'm just going to walk and just move. I don't feel like overexerting myself. I already did some exercises earlier today. Look at this winter wonderland out here. Houses all up in the mountains, all up in those. Anyway, I got 40 more minutes of walking left. If it wasn't Ramadan, I'd be getting myself I don't even see the kitchen sinks. I love those kitchen sinks. Which ones you like?
Orange skull.
You like the orange scones? Yeah, it's Ramadan. I'm not eating yet.
Oh.
I'm just teasing myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Oaf pizza's pretty nice. Sometimes when I want to get a meal for 2 days to hold me over for 2 days, I'll grab a whole one, get some veggies thrown on it. This is one of those trucker stops that have the free showers over there that way. But I really pulled over just to use the bathroom, and I wanted a coffee. I thought they might have had like a Dunkin' in here, or the other one, the fancy one. But 7-Eleven coffee is just as good. So I want some coffee. I gotta keep something on the road. I can't do the complete fast on the road like that. It's not when I'm driving these long hours. Liquids, I'm putting liquids in me while I'm out here. It's not eating any food. Here we go. Well, I'm here at my location. This particular place, I only got 2 hours left on my clock, so I'm probably gonna have to stay the night here. There is a truck stop that's not too far from here, maybe about 20-30 minutes. If I got time, I'm gonna try to go to the truck stop, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. So I'm gonna see what happens, but either way, I could stay here tonight, or if I can make it in time, I'll go to the truck stop that's 20-30 minutes away. At least I may be able to take a shower if I can get to the truck stop. But if not, I can just take me a shower tomorrow. This particular place, you gotta let them know that you're here and then wait for them to come out. So that's what I'm waiting for now. Waiting for them to come out so they can let me know if they need me to line the truck up any differently. I should be okay. I'm pretty close to the pump, so they shouldn't have any issues. So I'm not sure. It's probably locked. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna come and bring the hoses, connect up to here, then connect up to there and get the pumping. So I'm just waiting on them to come out of wherever they come from. It's a door over here somewhere, I think, and we can get started.